So my life has sped up a little bit in the past 3 or 4 weeks. Oh my gosh, it's even crazy to think about. I was in a spot where I had all these ideas. Like I could see very clearly what I wanted to implement and how I wanted to go about building this business model. That's my dog Oreo, by the way. He's just gonna look out the window in the background. And Brennan's somebody that I routinely consult with whenever I have a really big idea because he's amazing at breaking it down, and we call it whiteboard and pizza, where we'll actually break the idea down to like, cool, how do we go and execute this? And I remember at the time there were so many things that I wanted to do. I was so overwhelmed by all this stuff that I had to build. I was like, oh my gosh, Brendan, how do I prioritize this? And there was one little thing, one little comment that absolutely shifted the entire frame of how I looked at things. And it's literally resulted in a 6-figure boost of revenue and some other fun tweaks. Brennan, instead of Ian, how do you build this? The question became, Ian, how do you buy this? You don't have to build everything. You don't have to go build an agency. What if you bought an agency? You don't have to go build a new revenue stream. What if you bought a new revenue stream? And it kind of like shattered the way I thought about things. And at the time, he was also helping me like niche down my focus from basically into more e-commerce. I own an e-commerce business, and we've seen so much tremendous opportunity. And he's like, dude, just go focus on this. Like, stay in this lane, and instead of trying to build it all, how can you buy it? How can you leverage the capital and the assets you have to go and buy a faster path? And I was like, wow, that's just a different lens to sit with. And I started approaching all of my decisions through that way of like, how do I buy? How do I buy? How do I buy? How do we actually acquire this instead? And I kid you not, things sped up tenfold. It was like, not only did new opportunities appear that I probably wouldn't have seen, just the way that I went about implementing this plan went to hyperdrive. And in the past like 3 to 4 weeks, on top of launching a mastermind with an agency partner, right, that is going to do, I don't know, well above 6-figure launch for our first go of it. Oh, by the way, from one text message from Brennan, just like, hey Ian, instead of charging 12 grand, charge 12,800, and here are the payment plans. Like, just broke it down. Just like, hey dude, how much are you charging? Oh, here's how much I'm charging. And he said, make this slight tweak. Hasn't changed our conversion rates, but now we're making an extra $800 for every person. It's like a free 10 grand. That's nice. On top of it, this is kind of an aside. We also bought a house 2 weeks ago. And this dude's a genius when it comes to real estate. I swear, I showed him the site plan and he goes, oh, that's the one you're going to get, 41. And I'm like, I don't even know if that's on the market, dude. We show up, that's the exact house that we end up buying because it was the best one. He identified it from a site plan and helped with a lot of the transaction because I'm a newbie when it comes to real estate. So if there's anything that I can say to you that like I hope helps wherever you're at in any decision-making process regarding Brennan, he's just a genuinely amazing guy who looks at things a little bit differently than most that can really like unlock doors that I didn't even know existed. And it's allowed me to just move so much faster. Time has become more dense. I am getting more done in less time because there's just better strategies out there that I wasn't aware of. So I'm forever grateful for that. Brennan, you're an amazing friend. You're an amazing mentor. You're an amazing coach. I'm just touched at all the just amazing value that you've brought to my life. So thank you so much. And guys, if you're on the fence with working with Brennan, make the leap. Jump and go. I promise it'll pay back way quicker than you think. That's at least my experience with it. So, Brennan, I love you, brother. I'll see you later. And thank you, guys.